Welcome back to the Try You channel, where we don't give a cottage cheese and vagina sandwich what you had for brunch. I'm Ronnie, Rob.
I'm Neil.
This is Ronnie. This is the third video in a row with Ronnie. It just looks spectacular, I think. What do you think? The camera person told us that dairy and assholes don't go together. What about dairy and vaginas?
No.
Is that a pH balance thing, or is that a...
What, dairy and cottage cheese and vagina?
It's like a hot
Is that like a
rotting-
salt
hot
and
rotting
pepper
thing.
Oh, well, hit the like button if you like cottage cheese and vagina sandwiches, or not, and subscribe. Either way. We're going to talk about, today, one of my favorite films of all time.
Yes.
It's number 8 on my list by one of my favorite directors, Jim Jarmusch, and it is Dead Man. We talked about this before when we were going through my 10 list, but this warrants just so much discussion. I mean, Jim Jarmusch, I think, is one of the best directors ever, in my opinion. His films are, I probably all independent, right? And they probably don't get as wide as audience as they deserve. But, I watched Pulp Fiction. It came out in 95. Or not Pulp Fiction, shit. I was going to say Pulp Fiction because it's right around that time in mid-90s where cinema was so great, in my opinion. But I lucked into this movie because my dad watched it because Neil Young did the score and the soundtrack, which this time when I watched it, I paid more attention to it than I had in a while. And it's wonderful.
It is. It kind of... I had to do that paper in college about that composer that's in a lot of the Kubrick movies. Remember that? You helped me write that. Grigori Ligeti, his name is. And I thought Neil Young was able to kind of capture that suspense with the guitar.
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of
And
the
I think it's
piano.
almost all guitar.
It's really cool.
distorted, and it's just it fits. It just fits perfectly, doesn't it? Everything in Jarmusch films that I've seen is just wonderful and unique. I'd be remiss if we don't talk about your outfit. I don't have any. This one, I guess, Dead Man. It kind of fits. I got this at a White Stripes concert.
Well, when they're on the peyote, when nobody's tripping on the peyote and he sees Johnny Depp's face, and
what a nice coincidence.
Yeah.
Oh, right on my city.
Segue.
That outfit you have on is making me want really, and I hesitate to say this, it's making me want to give you a hand job. We promise every time we've been doing better with the hand job references.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's half out.
My Henry. In the movie Dead Man, he says it's Henry's goal too.
Well, yeah, but let's warm up your Henry. But that outfit, you deserve one.
What did you think how he's able to get such a killer cast to be in an independent movie? And this is back in 95, so...
Oh, I think his other films, and I can't remember exactly what came out first. I think Ghost Dog came out after this, but I think he's just... Maybe Coffee and Cigarettes came out. I think so.
Okay.
No. That's absolutely wrong.
That would be after.
Way after, yeah.
He does mention tobacco a lot in Dead Man,
tobacco.
and it's funny.
Yeah, it is. Well, that movie's hilarious. I know you said it was going to go in your top 10 westerns, but to me, it defies genre. I don't know how you could categorize it other than say that Jarmusch, I think, has made an old... this is probably about as good as a... compliment for me I can give a director is that they have their own almost genre. It's like a Tarantino film. It's like a Jarmusch film. Of course, it's a Kubrick film. It's their own way of doing things, and it's no matter what they're doing. If they're doing a comedy or this is like a western, it's just got a feel, and it's got just so many unique qualities that make it. I mean, I can't even think of anything other than say it's Jarmusch.
I think the reason I would put it in my westerns, and I'm going to definitely put either Django Unchained or Hateful Eight in there as well, but he does a lot of, he salutes westerns just by the casting and the, all the gunfighting, and even at the beginning when he's riding on the train and he takes the hat and he puts it down over his eyes. There's just lots of really cool shots that remind me of my favorite westerns.
Oh, yeah, and he does a great job with that.
And the horses and
the violence is striking, and then you got some of the greatest comedy. I mean, like What's a Philistine?
Yeah, that's a good.
It's a really dirty person. I mean, there's lines like that. Just it's littered with that kind of stuff. I mean, we could spend a whole video just talking about little lines that you just catch you just way off guard. And
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton's always like, "Don't touch him, God damn it!"
Yep.
It's such a great movie.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that you would catch a new joke every time you watch it, for sure.
I hadn't watched it in so long. It's one of those that I like so well. I have to. It's gonna take. You want to have the time allotted, and you want to be able to just really concentrate, and it's gonna evoke emotion, and I sometimes I watch them later on and think, does this deserve to be in my top 10 list? And I mean, from the get-go, I'm like, fuck yeah, it could just go higher.
So this evokes a better emotion than Coming to America.
A little bit better than
Yeah.
Coming to America.
No, this is great. I watched it this morning, woke up, had some coffee, got coffee going, put it on, and was just, I could watch this movie. And I think that was only the third time I've seen it. So I definitely plan on watching it several more times.
Fun fact. You mentioned coffee. If you take fresh coffee grounds after you've brewed it, and you take your thumb and you jam them up your asshole, that cures hemorrhoids. We talked about hemorrhoids in another video, and I want to, if anybody's experiencing, it's nothing to joke about, if you're experiencing these problems, get some coffee grounds and some Tabasco sauce, and just jam it real hard up your stupid asshole. Or if you have a smart asshole, probably do it with your pinky. I got one of the dumbest assholes on the planet, so I'd probably use 2 thumbs and maybe. I'm getting off track. Talk about Dead Man.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Johnny Depp's the star of it, but Billy Bob Thornton has a hilarious short appearance. Iggy Pop is in that same scene.
Yeah.
He's real funny, dressed up like
in a bonnet. He's got a bonnet on. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, isn't it? You don't expect that.
Yeah.
I remember the first time watching it. See, that's one thing. If you haven't seen it out there, I mean, I envy you because you go. Well, I don't want to say too much then, but I mean, I'm just you almost look. I think I watched it by myself the first time I seen it, and you want to ask somebody, "Is this right? Is this what's going on here?" And almost any movie that does it in a great way like that, I can't get enough of stuff like that.
I know this made your top 10 favorite movies of all time list. And when we talk about doing other top 10s, we did hats, mustaches, just for a couple examples. Soundtracks. I think this made my soundtrack. I got to double check.
I put Ghost Dog. I don't know if I doubled up on directors.
You did a real cool top 10 list of buddy movies. And I thought that rewatching this morning, this could have definitely made my
Johnny Depp and Nobody?
Yeah.
William Blake and Nobody, I should say.
Yeah, it's real cool. They're back and forth, and he gives him the Winchester, and then he gives it back to him, and they give each other presents, and he's helping him out. But they also call each other, thief,
liar,
stupid
thief. I remember that.
Yeah,
stupid white man all the time.
Yeah, it's a really cool buddy movie that goes throughout the.
It's funny you mentioned that. I mean, the first time they encounter each other, he calls Johnny Depp or William Blake as a character. He plays an incarnation of William Blake, which is insane in a western, and insane in anything. But he calls Johnny Depp a stupid white man for getting shot. You got white man's metal in you. It's hilarious all the way through. I mean, it's got good action. It's faster paced than most Jarmusch films, I believe. And Ghost Dog and Dead Man, I think. And those are 2 of my favorite films ever. I highly suggest this movie. There's so much to talk about. I feel like we're missing so much.
Well, I think I'm going to dive in and read some William Blake after watching this again.
I like William Blake.
I haven't read any of that yet. And then his more recent movie, Patterson, references a lot of poetry too. So
that's a great film too.
I think I like these movies so much that there has to be something there that's worth for me to go check out.
I'd say watch any Jarmusch film. Any Jarmusch film you can get your hands on. Watch it several times. Yeah. He's one of the best directors, like I said, I think that there's ever been. But he's from Akron, Ohio, I believe.
Yeah, and the Cleveland references are hilarious. I mean, we grew up in Ohio.
Yeah.
So I love a good, where'd you get that clown suit? From Cleveland? And he's from Cleveland.
Yeah. I doubt there's too many film directors from Akron that have made such a mark on cinema.
Yeah, he's right up there with the way he does the subtleties of the humor, like Coen Brothers,
Similar. Yeah. The humor in Dead Man is... I mean, it could make. I mean, it feasibly could make a top 10 comedy list for me, and it's not really a comedy at all. It's just such a great film. I can't suggest it more. I could say a few more times, I think, in this video.
I wish I would have seen this in the theater. This came out the year I graduated high school, and I didn't even know about it until someone recommended it to me in around 2008. Is when I first learned about this.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about it before that.
I am too. And the other Jim Jarmusch movies, I mean, they're all, I could just watch those all the time. Fabulous movies.
Are you going to take your hat off before I jerk you off? We'll end it with that. After this, and we'll end it with, we'll live it with the hat on. And the next video will tell you how that went. I haven't given a hand job to anybody else. I've just done it to myself so far in life. So I don't know. This could be gritty and raw, like a lot of the movies I like. Okay,
exfoliating.
Come back to go to Try You. Talk about Jarmusch or any film that you like. I challenge you to find a film as unique as this and as entertaining. If you have it out there, post it. Let us know about it. We do a video on it. All right. Bye.